Hello, everybody. Pro Wrestling Logic, Scott Golden here with the Pro Wrestling Logic YouTube channel and latest in our TNT program review. June 7th, 1985 is the next program in our line, and as you might have seen, I did a lot of uploads today, probably close to 15 or so. With my schedule, that's what it's going to look like. Massive uploads a couple times a week, unless I can find some time to fit uploading in every day. I have time to watch programs and record, but the upload process takes a little longer than I would like, and so sometimes it means that I will do massive uploads in succession. Anyway, today's review probably going to be pretty short because there isn't a heck of a lot to this particular version of TNT. We are on location for the first time, maybe the only time. I don't remember watching much of the 86 version of TNT, so maybe they do on location at least one other time here. But this is on location at the National Cable Convention, and it's a completely skippable show, studio audience style, runtime just over 36 minutes, so they really did get cut for a lot of time here. Interview starts with Jesse the Body Ventura. He talks about being multi-talented, wrestler, commentator, and musician. They show a music video called I Am the Body, and it's not something worth writing home about, for sure. He is basically talking through rock music. It doesn't catch on. Matter of fact, I'm actually surprised that the Piledriver first album came out after this debacle. Next we see Lisa Sliwa, who I don't know whatever happened with her, but she was the wife of Curtis Sliwa, who was the leader of the Guardian Angels back in the 80s, and she supposedly was supposed to be becoming a pro wrestler. That didn't happen as far as I can remember. In any event, they do some holds, choke holds, judo throw type stuff with poor Mean Gene, who gets tossed around by a girl. She says she can fight against anybody. She can fight back. She will take care of her community and wrestling in general. Then we go to Bruno Sammartino. Bruno's there to promote his son. Actually, Bruno comes back to wrestling for a little bit. Actually, I think he's back partially through 1987 here and there. I would be interested, for those who were around in the 80s as fans, comment below if you know exactly the moment where Bruno turns against the WWE. I know by the time I became a fan in 89, he already had, so it had to be post WrestleMania 3, but maybe before Survivor Series. Anyway, but at this point, he's still trying his best to help his son out, which doesn't really work very well because David, or depending on what territory we're talking about, Bruno Jr. Does not do very well for very long. This particular clips match is Bruno Sr. and David against the tandem of Luscious Johnny Valiant and Brutus Beefcake. This is clipped, obviously. The Sammartinos take the majority of the offense, and it is what it is. Then we see Bobby Heenan and Big John Studd. They're plugging the travesty that happened with Andre. They're challenging Hogan. They're going off in multiple directions there. Heenan trying to still establish the Heenan family, which isn't truly fully established until 86 or so. In that there are people whom aren't there for very long. The missing link, who we'll talk about within a few episodes here, is a member for a little bit. Adrian Adonis, which I did not know until I was watching a later version of TNT from September or October earlier today. He's a temporary member of the Heenan family, and then they go to doing about a segment and a half of live audience questions. I'm not really going to comment on this because it's They turn it into a blend of an episode of the Gong Show alongside a Q&A. I don't know how much of the Q&A is actually really Q&A and how much of it's just pointless stuff, like time filler stuff. So I can't really comment on it, but suffice to say, it is not really worth mentioning. This, again, a completely skippable episode, but I think I mentioned a few episodes ago that through about mid-August, June and July are really dead months for TNT. We will have through September up within the next 24 to 48 hours, and my goal is to have all of TNT done by sometime next week. Don't know how that goal will go, but we're going to go into Saturday night's main event after that, and if there's a series you want to see covered, please mention so, and we'll do that for you. In any event, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Like, subscribe, comment below. Until next time, everybody.